Good afternoon, everyone. Satnam. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, evening, in our Soul the Cosmic conversation, where we tune into the light within ourselves, raise our vibrations, so that we can live from a heart-centered space and be able to truly embody the divinity within us while in our everyday human experience. My name is Stephanie, and today is Monday, February 15, and I wanted to really just share the energies, the readings that I was getting, the messages today. Now, a couple of things to note down for the week. February 19th, we are welcoming the first quarter moon in the sign of Gemini. And we also have the peak high point of Saturn and Uranus coming together at a square on the 18th, I believe, and then that'll go out for a bit. Now, in order to get a little bit more information on how the energies of having a square between Saturn and Uranus is impacting us at an energetic and spiritual level, I would suggest to definitely check out my post in my last videos that came out last week on that. But just to review, if you've been feeling as if you've been wanting, you've been wanting to change a couple of things in your life, or again, this is until the end of the week, Aquarius season, and that's all about change, about coming forth as your true authentic self. And I spoke about how Saturn represents the container, the foundation, a grounded structure, and wherever you are in your life. And I actually encourage us right now to take a break and maybe take a deep breath in and exhale out. And with your eyes closed, I invite you to think about an area in your life where perhaps you are finding where you're feeling stuck. The symbolism of Saturn, contained. However, you have this desire, this inner fire within you, this energy, this passion that just wants to break the norm, hence the Uranus, Aquarian energy and characteristics, nature. And so this is what the energies of the cosmos is really symbolizing for us right now. Wherever that area is for you, that energy is going to be very building and built up right now. So you might be feeling some internal tension or frustration, where you feel like, I want to do something and get this change done, but I feel like I'm running against the wall, or I'm feeling limited, or I don't have the resources so far, or I'm not able to see the right next step, how to implement this change, right? And so that energy is exactly what's going to be building up right now. How my message that I got this weekend, and I didn't realize it, but thinking about it now, in my reflection this morning, was to slow down. That a foundation, having that container, that structure, you might feel boxed in a little bit, but it's necessary, because if you jump way too quickly without a structured plan, that energy, especially because today the moon is in Aries, that's a fire sign, so that's another influence in terms of having that built up energy and tension that started off February 14, is something else in terms that we want to pull back and really reassess that it is not wise, especially in the spiritual journey and path. And when you're really wanting to listen to your inner higher self, your connection to your divinity, right? To go against your inner voice, your inner wisdom. And in order to follow that guidance for yourself, you have to withdraw in and be able to hear that inner voice, that calmness and peaceness, that right next step in wisdom that will be downloaded to you and you'll receive it. But you can't receive it if you have way too much noise around you, or you're stressed, or you just don't really have clear insight in terms of where that energy needs to be properly directed. And I say this because when we think about symbolism, fire energy, Aries, when we think about Uranus, change, and Aquarius, it's the necessary change for a beneficial outcome for the collective, right? And for yourself as well. And so oftentimes we think change is okay, let's go, gung-ho, I'm ready, I'm down. But you want to use that energy constructively. You want to take that right next step. You want to have the right door available, the right pieces of the puzzle. And that's where we're being guided, at least from the message that I got this morning, was, yes, I know that you're feeling excited, you're passionate. You're not going to miss that door for yourself. It's just right now, the planets, the stars, Spirit is aligning the pieces for us so that everything will be out for our favor. And that's the encouragement today. That's the encouragement for this week, to remember that, you know what, if you're feeling called to slow it down, that's good. Oftentimes because of social conditioning, the human experience is let's go and tackle everything with fire energy, with force, through a masculine approach. However, when you do that blindedly, you don't know who you can harm with that energy. You don't know if you're even going to construct something that's going to last. And it's not that taking on feminine energy approach where you draw back and kind of reflect and are more grounded. It's not that you're not doing anything in the waiting. No, it simply means rather than worrying and investing a lot of energy in a new thing that you don't really know where you're going, how you're going to constructively build, focus right now on yourself, on resting, having your mind clear, tuning into your higher self, and focusing in on the things that are already established right now for you that you can do with calm and ease. Continue the foundations you've already built so that you can set that up, have it ready and stable when you go on to that next step that you're being called out to do. And when you begin to tune into your inner spirit, your higher self, and you begin to sense the energies around you in terms of the universe, nature, the rhythms and cycles of life all around you, you begin to see there is a time of rest, there is a time for action, and reflection is the key through it all to help you to really navigate this 3D experience in the human life centered. Because if your energy is thrown off, then everything else that's a reflection of your internal self will reflect that. And you would rather, I'm sure you would rather, I know I for sure would prefer to have everything runs smoothly. You know, everything that you've invested up until now blossom for the springtime, which is just around the corner, by the way. And so I invite you, you know, this week, maybe slow it down if you need to. Just be mindful in your approach is what we're just being asked to do, because when you direct it correctly, it's so much more powerful because you have the backup and the approval of the cosmos with you by your side, okay? And how can you draw it back, ease that fire, you know, contain it so that when you're ready to launch, then it's going to be very effective, right? So to speak. Tune into your heart space. Just like in the beginning, like I said, we're all here to tune into that inner light, and it is through our heart. The heart is the connection, the bridge between our 3D experience as humans here, and our higher selves in spirit form, right? Connected to the cosmos. And it's through that self-love, through that self-care, through that nurturing sense of self and practices that we do on the daily that really will help to carry you forth for the rest of the week, the rest of the season, the rest of your life. And I just wanted to share this word of encouragement, message from Spirit for you guys, from me to you, from us to you. And I would love to hear your stories in terms of what came up with for you when you did that small, nice little meditation to tune in, how this is perhaps, and what area of your life is being impacted right now. And the reason I ask and I encourage you guys to share your stories is because through stories, all of us can see how all this energy at play from the universe is always leading us, and that we're never alone, and we can always learn. And with that, I just wanted to end this video with a great shout out. Thank you so much for your support, and I will be back this week. I pray that we have the peace of mind and guidance and confidence to know from our spirit guides, from the beautiful cosmic messages of the universe that are always speaking to us in our daily lives, to let us know that we are on a right path of our soul's journey to expressing our truth and love and light, and having fun while doing it. It's not all so serious. Take care, and Sat Nam.